Hello, I'm FDX3Cat and welcome back to the video. So you might recall about a week ago, the ultimate shortcut was found for the glide minigame. This takes about 20 seconds off your time, allows you to go outside the map, and basically took times down to about the 45-second range, which was really crazy, right? The ability to have a 45-second time in glide. But what if I said there was an even better shortcut found for glide minigame, which takes you all the way from the start of the map to basically the finish and cuts your time down to about 30 to 35 seconds. That's right, there is a real shortcut in Cavern that takes you to pretty much the end of the map, and in today's video I'll be showing you how to do it, what it can do, how it was found, all the sorts of things you might want to know about it, and hopefully you all do enjoy the video. I remind you can like it if you do, because it helps out the channel and lets me know you do like seeing these crazy glide shortcuts, and I love that someone found it even after all this time, just by exploring the map and happening to find that there was a skylight that you happened to be able to go through. So again, this was actually found by Retro28YT, as best I can tell. There's about 100 people on the leaderboard that have done it, so it's hard to be sure who's first, but basically if you're curious as to what it is, there is a shortcut through the map that looks something like that, and you have to go through it at just the right, angle and just the right pace, and if you can do so, then you can go all the way from here, again, the very start of the map, before even the first checkpoint, and you can go from here right the way to pretty much the end. So you want to make sure that you do this just about right. Again, if you do it wrong, then you're going to either hit the walls too hard. If you do it wrong, then you're going to, land before you go into the hole. But what you want to do is you want to land perfectly in this one-by-one hole. That's right, there is literally a hole which is 1 block by 1 block wide, and you want to land in it perfectly. So I'm showing you right now a few failed attempts, because it's going to take you a bunch of attempts to get this right, because it isn't an easy glitch. Again, there's an easy shortcut. It's not an easy thing to find, because you do need to go through this at just the right angle, and then you want to turn inside there as well. But if you do it, you can go straight from, again, the start of the map, like I just said, all the way to here. You can skip literally 75% of the map, and I really, really do quite like that. So just an interesting thing before I restart and show you just a little bit better how this whole thing works. Just keep in mind that there's an interesting thing to do with the progress bar at the bottom, where the white dot will just kind of go back and forth between the start line and just past the start line. I thought that was rather interesting personally, and maybe all of you do too, because it seems like there is no way to skip checkpoints. If you miss the first checkpoint, then you're just going to be stuck between, the start line and progress bar 1, which I find to be quite fascinating. So yeah, with that said, let me show you how to do this with kind of a faster time, because you want to do this just perfectly. I find there's a few ways you can do it. The very perfect way is just to get your angle perfectly and dive in and go to the right, or not land on a tree. But yeah, that's the perfect way you want to do it if you want to get the very, very, kind of optimal strategy thing going on there. However, if you want to just, guarantee you'll get there most of the time to practice it, like I had to do for this thing, I find the best strategy is to hit the wall behind you and then turn right from there and kind of go diagonally, because there's no pressure forcing you to go, anywhere but that kind of thing. And this allows you to get a time, again, it's about 30 seconds faster than normal, because we're here at about 22 seconds, which we can then speed through and do the normal stuff like cut through here, and we can take our time down to about 35 seconds, and even less if we're really good and don't hit walls, if we do it this way. And in fact, the world record right now is 29 seconds, which I believe is using this route in some way, which is absolutely nuts that there is a time like that, even humanly possible, using a shortcut that, although it's not legit, I imagine they're going to patch it out at some point, because it's meant to be a skylight, in case you're curious, because, basically, in case you're curious as to why this exists, because it looks a bit bizarre, that's, right now, can you see it on the screen, it's meant to be like a way to get natural lighting from the top of the world all the way down to those caves, and I guess they just assumed no one could glide for a one-by-one hole, but here is the proof that you can actually do otherwise. So, yeah, basically, that's why the thing exists, that's how you can do the thing, and if you do it perfectly, you can get a really good time. But there's a few other interesting things about this hole, which I just wanted to kind of share before I ended today's video. The first one is the fact that if you do fly through this naturally, if you haven't got the, it's called the Supersonic achievement, I believe. It's an achievement for getting, a terminal velocity of 30 meters a second with your Elytra, and it's a very tricky one to get. However, because there is a glide speedometer here, if you go down this thing naturally, you'll actually, if you haven't got that thing just yet, then you're going to guarantee get it before you go to the bottom, because you are going down about 100 meters in a one-by-one hole. So yeah, easy way to get a, achievement, which for Minecraft console, which is, one of the rare achievements. It's worth 60 gamer score, and all you have to do is glide through this one hole. Second of all, I wanted to clarify that I do think this thing will be patched, but I think it'll be patched by having like a glass ceiling on the top, because unlike the other one, where it's kind of almost like a glitch out of bounds, this, this particular shortcut is literally just using something the developers put in the game and didn't assume people could do. But, again, here's the proof that, if, a whole community gets together, after 2.5 weeks, something like this might just be possible, and I really do quite love that personally. So yeah, that just goes to show that there's still always shortcuts to be found in these maps. I'm looking forward to the next batch, which will now be shown off tomorrow, and not today, apparently, because Easter Monday, bank holiday or something. But yeah, tomorrow there will be some, brand new map gameplay. We might not get them necessarily. I think that'll probably be the week after now. But yeah, basically, we're going to be seeing them for the first time, and I look forward to seeing what people can do do with those, because I love seeing what the community can do. Anyway, one more thing before I go here, because basically, there's about 100 people that know this glitch, and I've seen some YouTubers say, I'm not gonna, upload a video on it, because I don't want people to know. But to me, if in case you're curious as to why I do it, you might think, Toycat, you're ruining the Glide leaderboards. So this has been out there for a very long time already. Again, there's maybe like 100 people that know about it, but most people are like, I'd rather just me know about this. I want it to be my secret. But I think, personally, and I'd love to know if you all agree, I think if there is something like this found, where, again, everyone's using it, so you kind of need to use it to do well on the Glide leaderboard, I think it's important that this goes out there, rather than it being like a secret just for, like, YouTubers to know. That's kind of my opinion, but I'd love to hear, if you disagree and you're like, no, it's like, actually, you can have that for yourself. Because, again, it feels really dishonest to me to be like, I know this thing, and so do a bunch of other people, but let's try not to spread it, because I think it's important we get this patched. I think it's important, but in the meantime, anyone can use it, and that's kind of just my whole philosophy on that. But yeah, brand new maps. We'll see gameplay tomorrow. I'll upload some of that on this channel, hopefully. Also, new shortcuts being found all the time, and I look forward to seeing one that's even better. Like, I bet there's one that goes even faster than this. Like, oh yeah, 34 seconds. That was 2017 times. In 2018, we found the ultimate shortcut that's just straight from start to finish. I love these sorts of shortcuts, and I'm looking forward to finding them in future maps. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like if you liked it, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see those daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.